The story of Meghan's exile and the photographs of sleeping Princess Charlotte is making quite the buzz in the English-speaking world. I came across this story in multiple English sources and even on British YouTube channels, and surprisingly it appeared almost simultaneously everywhere. I can't vouch for the reliability of these sources, but the narrative seems to be pieced together from various incidents that may well have occurred. So it's up to you to decide, and perhaps you've already heard it somewhere before. It all supposedly began with Meghan trespassing into a private area of Kensington Palace and taking a photograph of a sleeping Princess Charlotte. The nanny, Maria Borrallo, was said to be the witness and promptly reported the incident to Kate. This story also mentions Meghan's involvement in the disappearance of Kate's jewelry, but I haven't found any information about that yet. However, sources claim that Meghan intended to sell the pictures of the princess for a staggering $350,000 to the tabloid Us Weekly. When Kate found out about this, Meghan denied everything and even accused Kate of doubting her and spreading false rumors. Meghan refused to show the camera, claiming it was broken. Kate then decided to talk to Harry, but he didn't pay much attention to the incident. Seriously, it's offensive, honestly. Now, the editor of Us Weekly, Shallon Lester, reportedly revealed that Meghan frequently provided exclusive information, materials, and photos about the royal family for large sums of money, effectively working as a secret insider, in a metaphorical sense, selling information to tabloids for a hefty sum. Frankly, it's unclear why Lester decided to expose Meghan all of a sudden. Perhaps she figured that if the Duchess was exposed, the tabloid would no longer need her, as there would be no more exclusives to expect. Or maybe the tabloid editor confessed under pressure, fearing legal action. Who knows? In addition to this, there was growing dissatisfaction within the palace concerning Meghan's acceptance of expensive gifts, something that members of the royal family are prohibited from doing according to protocol. There were also complaints from palace staff, who lamented about the difficult Duchess's harsh treatment towards them. In short, the stars aligned, and the royal family decided to take action. Sources say that the Queen allegedly summoned Meghan for a meeting at a specific time, but Meghan declined, citing a scheduled visit to the National Theatre. One should never refuse an audience with the monarch when Her Majesty invites you. Sources suggest that Meghan acted overly confident, underestimating the power of Queen Elizabeth. She thought it was just Prince Harry's grandma, who would wait patiently. That's when the Queen sent her security to fetch the Duchess, canceling her National Theatre engagement. However, Meghan was unaware of the cancellation and was quite surprised when no one greeted her. She then created a scene, expressing her displeasure at the lack of a red carpet with a parade, and proclaiming that they still didn't know who she was. The Queen's people were well aware of who Meghan was, so they awaited the Duchess outside the theatre. Her Majesty's security service tried to usher the Duchess into a car despite her loud protests. Her belongings were already packed. The staff had packed Meghan's clothes into 2 bags, and with all her treasures she was taken to the airport. However, Meghan's personal diary remained at Frogmore Cottage, and it is claimed that MI5 and MI6 have already scanned it and made the necessary copies. As for the Duchess, the royal security team escorted her to the airport, where Countess Sophie and Prince Edward allegedly awaited her. They accompanied Meghan on board a flight to Canada and stayed with her until the plane took off. The next day, a post appeared on a widely known social media platform, stating that the Sussexes were renouncing royal funding and stepping back from their roles as senior members of the royal family. During the Sandringham summit, Harry stood alone against his family because Meghan was not even allowed to participate via video call. According to Meghan, William was shouting at him, while their father sat with an indifferent look. But in January of this year, just before the release of his memoirs, the offended prince told journalist Tom Bradby in an interview that he still expected an apology from the royal family. Many were outraged, questioning what he had to apologize for when he himself occasionally launched attacks on the Windsors and the monarchy. However, Harry seemingly referred to the exile of his wife from Britain almost under escort. Of course, he did not receive and will not receive any apologies. Now insiders claim that the palace is concerned about Meghan's upcoming memoirs, where she will tell the world her truth about being expelled from the royal family through the lens of her own grievances. Meghan has indeed signed a contract with Penguin Random House, and rumors have it that she is indeed working, or planning to work, on memoirs, but it's all about her life with Harry. According to insiders, in light of her rift with the prince, the Duchess intends to cash in on her marriage by publishing a book about her relationship with Harry and her frustrations, which will certainly not please the prince. But will Meghan follow through with her intention, and will the world see these memoirs? That's a rhetorical question. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.